in the evening and turn it back on at like 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning. So honestly, from what I can tell, she actually did a pretty good job. Though obviously I wasn't alive at the time to, really truly understand it.
This is why you don't have women as prime ministers. They can't do it properly.
I mean, funny. I'm not gonna lie. She did a better job than James Cameron. Let's be honest, and Tony Blair.
Okay, so
you know what? I don't even know who James Cameron is.
Your country was run really poorly. If you were gonna move somewhere, like any current way places are now, where would you go?
I was thinking of Florida. No joke, I'm thinking of Florida. Florida.
Florida, man.
Yeah.
What about Florida?
About that?
I mean, for someone as crazy as I am, I think I'd fit right in.
You should go say hi to Dutch.
I think you should go say hi to.
Go say hi to Florida.
Okay, hey. Let me just say something real quick. You don't want to move to Florida because
that's what someone who doesn't live in Florida would say.
No, I live in Florida, dumbass. I live in Florida, man.
Joking.
You can't tell what a Florida man can and cannot do. First of all, and second of all, you're an Englishman.
All right.
You're used to the shitty climate that is Britain.
Listen, John. I have someone telling me that you should be muted in here. Can you tell me why that might be, John?
Because I was interrupting.
Because he's
ruining the discussion. What happened?
He's just mic spamming. He just keeps mic spamming.
Yeah, I think it's a very good reason. I think that's a very good reason.
All right, thank you, Joe. Good man.
Thank you.
Anyways, what I was saying, you live in the UK. When you step foot, the first step out of the airport in Florida, you're gonna melt like a fucking ice cream in sun. You're gonna turn into a pool of human flesh. And
we're already going through some heat as well.
Here's the thing. I live. Okay, so Dad would not understand because I live in Devon and we've been getting 33 to 36 degrees.
Oh, that's worse than us then. Okay.
No, you don't understand right now. It's summer right now, so the fucking humidity here is gonna make your face melt off. I've
been to the Philippines loads of times.
In the fucking Indiana Jones movie, I think it was Raiders of the Lost Ark, where the man's face melted off. You're gonna be like that.
Yeah, I mean,
if your AC goes out, you're fucked.
I mean, I've been to the Philippines, so that's 40, ranging between 40 and 50 degrees Celsius.
I was about to say.
So wait, did you travel to the Philippines from in correlation to that Philippine?
Yeah, multiple times.
Arts?
Yeah, I've even competed in some tournaments as well. I actually came out with a silver medal when I was a kid.
I have a friend who's in the Philippines right now. Actually, apparently they're doing pretty.
Oh, is he
badly?
Is he Pinoy?
I don't know what she is.
Pinoy basically means born and bred there.
I don't think so. Her family is from there. I don't know if she was born there, but I mean, she's been living here in the U.S. for a while. Apparently, her family does pretty well over there. They had a food drive or something like that. Apparently, the coronavirus is really bad over there, and the government isn't helping them. But
fun fact: I was born.
Yeah, it's the Philippines. Of course, they don't give a fuck. Philippines is kind of known for not giving a fuck, at all. I mean, I suppose one of the most latest things, a few years ago, they were giving out guns to citizens as long as they promised to shoot drug lords. It's funny just even saying it. They're fucking giving out free guns so they could go shoot up drug lords. In the Philippines, the fucking president said he'll give out free guns as long as you go out and shoot drug lords.
Would you support that kind of legislature in the UK?
I'm not gonna lie, it's a pretty Chad move, but I don't know how to feel about it.
I feel like a lot of your sometimes I can't tell if you're joking, because if you are joking, the joke is not funny. But some of your beliefs seem to be really detached from reality. If that makes any sense. because I feel like people who have a lot of experience with, I mean, I don't know, having their beliefs tested by reality.
The last couple of times where I said Chad move has been relatively ironic.
It's just,
It's more from
I have this thing, and I guess a couple people can reaffirm this, but I have a firm belief that if you're going to say like something ironic, it should be well executed and humorous.
I don't know.
I second that.
You can't. I was about to say you can't just do.
Because here's a common move I see is that people say something terrible, and then when someone points it out, they jump to, "Oh, I was joking."
I mean, honestly, I just think the whole giving out guns is ridiculous, bordering on comedic.
It's ridiculous,
but you
think
seem
about
supportive of it. You seem genuinely intrigued by that legislation. I think you believe that is, correct, and that it should be put in place in the UK against the Welsh.
What are you talking about?
The Welsh aren't that bad. They're okay.
I can't shake.
Why are you laughing?
They keep the sheep stocks high.
Something I can't help but shake something of a feeling that let me draw you guys through my logic. So first, you say you're really into the Combine aesthetic, and then the first thing I do when I ask you about that, you mentioned something about like Woodman mentioned authoritarian space people, and you're like yeah, and I made the comparison to Nazis. Your username is Capo Chan, Capo being a prisoner in a concentration camp in Nazi Germany, Chan being a Japanese thing, Japan also being an Axis power. You have this fantasization of the Combine or the overwhelming dictatorial powers. You said you liked Deus Ex, but what you got from that was an appreciation of the things that Deus Ex was in criticism of. You said you liked the Enclave, which was kind of a red flag for
Really genociding the people of the wasteland.
I just something I'm getting here is that some of the things you're talking about is you're not joking, and you have somewhere in you deep-seated disconnect from the real things that real people seem to care about. I don't know if I'm not saying you're a terrible person. I'm saying you're not doing well to represent your actual beliefs in anything that isn't basically comparable to what Nazis believe. Because I've watched someone become radicalized. I've lost someone who I considered a friend to an untouchable, this basically mental illness that is belief in crazy shit. And I think based on this short session here, firmly say that you've definitely got some stock in some really crazy shit.
Okay.
Therapy session. That's
I have one
I
thing to
think-
ask. Are you telling me you don't support the Jewish community? Because as a member myself,
Oh my god.
As
Oh
a
my
member-
god, John. Oh my fucking god.
No. We gave him a chance.
That was funny.
He's
We
purely
gave him
putting
a
a
chance.
I asked you what it was
He's
that you.
he's purely representing his Jewish community and heritage. All right, I see nothing. wrong with that.
I repeatedly, it's
Please,
this motif of
I want to
surface-level
ask you.
appreciation.
I want you to just understand the fact that it's also 6 in the fucking morning now.
crazy for thinking that you understand what's really going on. You think all your friends hate you, whatever. I'm just really not seeing a whole, this could be attributed to a lack of sleep, and more of a, you're simply slipping up and saying things that don't sound very, just perhaps maybe based on some deeper things that you might need to reassess about yourself.
Whatever. I mean,
Whatever.
to be honest, I'm really having a hard time explaining things at the moment.
I think you've done perfectly well with making things very clear about what you believe, and it is to an extent. I think some things that you seem to believe are not very well grounded, as though you've had a hard time understanding what you believe yourself, and some of the things that you say you have trouble justifying. It just doesn't sound like when someone's drawing a blank, it's very clear. You know, everyone's drawing a blank, you can see that. This is more like a stumbling to find something that wasn't there. It's like I'm asking you for your homework that you didn't do, you know? I'm not a doctor or anything, but I would really
It just sounds like
thoroughly implore you to get a nice, healthy reality check every now and then, because there's something wrong here.
Okay.
I mean, being tired can, it can make you not as concentrated. I should know. I'm trying to write something and I can't even type properly.
No, I mean, at this point, I just feel like I'm starting to be a bit demonized here.
Well, demonized.
We've been nothing but welcoming.
What?
Listen. If I was going to demonize you, I wouldn't be taking the time to have this conversation with you. This isn't a demonization. This is
I don't know.
I've been very.
I feel like I'm struggling to explain my side here. That's all.
I think you've done perfectly well to explain yourself, and the only problem is that what you've explained has not been something that maybe you hoped for it to sound like.
I just feel like you're making a tie between what I find
Oh my god.
entertaining and what I actually
listen,
Fucking 1:29 a.m.
I'm saying this because I have seen
I
evidence
need
of
to,
correlation between the two.
Fucking talk. Oh my fuck.
I've seen correlation between people's interests and what people really felt about things.
Mm-hmm. You got any more questions, or?
No, I think that's about it.
I have a question for all of you, actually.
Yeah.
Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Kill.
I want to kill Drew.
Yes.
Kowalski.
No.
What?
I love pineapple on pizza. It's amazing.
Pineapple on pizza is a
I
sin.
said nothing.
No,
again,
it's
depends on people's tastes. My bad.
Yeah, if you like pineapple on pizza, I don't like you.
Alright, so I have another question then. Do you think it's reasonable for people, when they hear pineapple on pizza, for them to automatically think it's a bad thing?
I think it is unreasonable for someone to immediately bash something.
Honestly.
I've tried it before. I gave it a shot, but I think I can reasonably say that I do not like it. And if I think that you like it,
Where'd
you
get it from?
Now, that's actually a fair point. I got it from Domino's. Now that you say that.
Well, I mean, some people
I'm
have had very different experiences with Domino's.
My favorite.
Not everything from
place,
Domino's is bad.
My favorite place to get pizza is Domino's. I really like my Domino's.
I mean, there's just so many better.
I love
their barbecue base, and I love all the meat I can throw onto it and I can put on fucking